I'd love to go back to kind of your first experience at Melfest and think of Constellation Prize.
Yeah.
Um, and, that was such a kind of big moment for you. And the song did really, really well in the contest. You then returned a year later. What was it that got you back so quickly with I Can't Go On?
Well, I think it was a mix of finding this song that my friend Robin, the other Robin, was a part of writing, and I just felt like it was a super strong song that could go for the win, and yeah, they wanted me back, so I just took a shot and sent it in, and for my own part, I just felt it was so much fun the first year, so I just couldn't wait to get back.
And do you feel kind of that fire is obviously still there to kind of go back again and compete?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been always loved to compete and measure myself against both myself and others. And I was racing motocross for 12 years, so I guess maybe it comes from that. And so this concept is like music. It's one of my favorite things in the world, and a big competition, which I also love. So it's the best of two worlds for me.
And I suppose at least Melfest is probably safer than motocross, a bit more relaxing for you.
Yeah, it's a bit safer. Yeah, I mean, you could fall off the stage, I guess, but in most cases, it's safer.
Um, Thinking back then, obviously, too, I Can't Go On because that was such a huge kind of international moment for you. It's adored. I know all my friends are Eurovision fans, adore it, and there's so much love for it online as well. When you heard that the first time, did you have that kind of gut reaction that this is like a real sort of contender?
Yeah, I felt that right from the start, and it just had something that really catches both like I felt like I've heard it before, but I could not place where. And then I just realized that I hadn't heard it before, but it just felt familiar to me. So I don't know, it was something with it that just got me, because it wasn't the style of music that I had done before. So it was kind of a coincidence that he even sent it to me. But yeah, I just felt like it had something special.
And I presume, obviously, your memories of Ukraine in 2017 must be quite special to you as well. Is that something that, when you're there, do you kind of get the chance to appreciate it, or is it slightly surreal, a bit dreamlike?
Mm, I think I was able to enjoy most of it when I was there, but of course you're in a competition, and you're a bit nervous. You have to perform well, and all of that kind of pressure. But I really had a good time, and I think, like, looking back on it, I don't think as much about being nervous about the show or anything like that. I just remember like all the good times we had. So yeah, for sure, it was a super cool experience. I'd love to do it again.
Well, fingers crossed. Um,
Yeah.
Obviously, a huge part of the appeal of the song was also the staging and the way it was kind of delivered to the audience.
Hmm.
Is that something that kind of still haunts you, or are you kind of do you look back fondly at it and kind of feel quite proud of what you managed to achieve with the staging?
Well, I think it was so like memorable, so it kind of sticks with me. Wherever I go, I do my live shows, and obviously I don't bring the 5 treadmills because they're super heavy and big. So I often get comments about that, but I also feel like, you know, that is something that people will never forget about me and as an artist. So it's a cool thing, I think.
Yeah, I mean, so there's no PTSD at the gym when you see a treadmill.
Not really. I was on one yesterday actually, and it felt kind of good. I didn't play my own song though.
Um, Obviously, another kind of integral part of the Eurovision experience is the voting. Um, and as an audience member or someone kind of in the arena, you can obviously hear a pin drop. It's a very tense moment, and is
Yeah.
that something that kind of is as torturous as it seems to the artists when they're sitting there waiting for every single round of votes to come in?
Yeah, it is. It's it's really nerve-wracking. But also, you know, I like that feeling of adrenaline flowing through your body, and for me, all those looking back, all those experiences has ended well. So I mean, if that wasn't the case, maybe I wouldn't like it so much as I do.
Yeah,
So we'll
I
see
guess.
this year. Maybe I have
I,
another answer for you in like 3 months.
I know. I think from the UK, whenever we were watching the votes come in, it's more kind of a hands behind the eyes behind your hands experience. It's not as
Yeah.
positive as the Swedish votes. Um, in terms of someone that has had success at the contest, what do you think that we need to do in the UK to kind of step our game up? Because we obviously have a history of being quite successful, but in the past sort of 20 years, that has just sort of nosedived.
I'm not sure. I think what Melfest has done well is that they changed direction in some way to make it more a more modern competition, and the music, I think, feels more contemporary than just 10 years ago. It was like Schlager was really like a style of music, and where you played that music was in Melfest, and that was how it was. And now you can find everything from hip hop to dance music to still some Schlager songs, and but most of them are like super catchy pop tunes, and also that it's a big thing. I think Swedes feel like a responsibility to vote the best song to represent our country, and they take it pretty seriously. So that could also be a part of it.
Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the kind of keys to success is the kind of the build up and the sort of stages and the semi-finals. Whereas so often we just are presented with a song out of the blue that we don't really have any awareness of, and you don't have the same sort of
Yeah.
backing behind it. So yeah, I think that's a good point. Um, Thinking obviously after I can't go on, you returned with Take a Chance, which again so different, but such a great track. What was the kind of thinking behind coming back with Take a Chance? Because obviously sonically it is very different to your previous entry.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. I just love the song, and I don't see myself as like super specific style of music. I'm not tied to any specific style, and to me, Take a Chance felt like a timeless melody with this mystic lyrics that I just liked. And when I recorded it, it felt good. It felt like a song that I'm gonna love singing in 10 years time. So that was the main reason that I sent it in.
I think it's got such a good story about it in the sense that you may not have experienced what's you're singing about, but you feel like you have, which is
Yeah.
obviously key to an amazing song. And now, kind of jumping forward to this year, we have Innocent Love, and obviously, I know you can't say too much, um, but can you kind of tell me your initial thoughts when you first kind of heard the track and it was brought to you?
uh, well, I just loved it from the start. I think this is my favorite song so far in the competition. It's up tempo. It's 170 beats per minute, so I'd describe it as a arena pop rock song. It's but with a radio friendly pop sound. So it's got this like big chorus, and you can compared to my other three songs in the competition before, it's this one starts like 100% energy from 2 seconds into the song, and then just
Yeah.
keeps going that direction for 3 minutes. So it's gonna be so fun to do this staging and this performance, and I need to do some cardio.
How are you feeling about that?
I feel good. I've had 2 rehearsals so far, and it feels super good. And I'm gonna have my band on stage, so we're gonna make this like more organic than before. focus on the live performance more than thinking of it as a music video.
And did you have the dancers as well?
No.
No. Cool. No, I'm excited to see. Obviously, Jubels, Sebastian Atas, and Victor Krohn, writers on the track as well. Did you have a kind of prior relationship with these guys beforehand?
Well, I've met them on different places. Like I had a show together with Jubel 2 years ago, and Victor Krohn, I met him last time I was in Melfest, and yeah, we live pretty close by. So, but I got the track through my A&R at Universal. So I first met them in the studio when I recorded the song. But it all feels really good. They're super talented songwriters, and I just loved what they did with this song.
Fantastic. Had any kind of tip-offs about your competition? Is there any songs that you've maybe heard through the grapevine that are ones to kind of look out for?
I haven't heard as many as the years before, so I'm not really sure what I'm up against. But I think Anna Bergendahl, she always comes with a great song. I think Klara Hammarström is one to contend for the win. And my wild card actually would be Anders Bagge, because I know he's a good singer and he's really a popular figure in Sweden. So
I think to see his name on the lineup.
Yeah. And he also was in the judge. He was a judge when I was in Swedish Idol 14 years ago. Yeah.
That's a real throwback for you.
I really want to beat him.
Yeah, the protege turned master. Yeah. The title of Innocent Love, you know, it kind of does conjure up certain images of what it may be about. Is there any way you can elaborate on the kind of the message and the story behind the track?
I think it's not really gonna be exactly what you think. The lyrics, I think it's pretty open for. It's a wider topic than you might think when you read the title, and I think to me the song, as I didn't write the lyrics myself, to me the song is about, you know, more the feeling that innocent love gives you, and kind of singing about that, feeling like you got this energy inside of you that you can't stop even if you wanted to. And so it could be about a love story. It could also be about friendship or just taking over the world.
Okay, brilliant. You mentioned not writing the song, and obviously your kind of most recent releases yourself, you have been writing. Was there that desire to put in a song that you'd written yourself for Melfest?
Well, I've tried to write songs for Melfest in the past, but I get cramped when you get limited with these 3 minutes, and I just couldn't make it happen. I've written a lot of songs for it, but then I just got someone else's song in my hands that I felt was stronger for this for the show, and so I don't take any pride in writing the songs myself. I just went with the songs that I felt was gonna go best in the competition. And so far, I think I've made the right decisions.
Yeah, it's worked out so far.
Yeah.
So obviously Stockholm, Malmo, and Gothenburg have all hosted before. Let's be positive. Let's say when you win and Sweden ends up hosting again, where are we thinking? Is there a city that you would like to see host Eurovision that maybe hasn't had the chance in Sweden?
Well, those are the three biggest ones. So I think I would say I would want it to be in Gothenburg, because that's closest from where I'm from. My hometown is like 45 minutes from Gothenburg, so that would be cool.
Your hometown, I mean, I had a little look online, and it looks very kind of picturesque and quite rural. What can you tell me anything about that to maybe people that aren't aware?
Well, it's called Svenljunga. It's it's a really small town. I think 3,000 people live in the town, and I think 10,000 in total with all the small villages around it. So it's a small place, and well, I lived there from when I was 3 till I was 22. So it's a really laid back and calm childhood, I'd say. Um, but it's a beautiful place. It's a very safe environment. It's close to the nature. It's everyone knows everyone. So yeah, I really loved it there.
And you get the chance to go back much?
Yeah, I still have my family there, my sister and her family, and my parents. So I'm there quite often. I live like 5 hours away from there now. So, but I try to go back as often as I can.
I would just love to finish off with a little bit of a quiz.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you're feeling about your Swedish Eurovision history, but I've got some lyrics, and I would love to see if you can tell me the kind of artist and the song. I'm not a singer, so I'm not going to even try because it's just going to be torturous for you. But I'll talk through them, and feel free, if you know them, go for it. So first one, we've got "'Cause there ain't no ocean deeper than my love for you, and there ain't no fire that I wouldn't run right through."
The Mamas.
The Mamas, move, well done, 1 point.
Yeah.
I bet you never heard it in a Scottish accent.
That's the first.
The next one, "I hold my breath till my face turned blue. I'd rob a bank and the post office too. Swim across the ocean if I were."
If I Were Sorry with Franz.
Yeah, maybe I made that one too easy.
Yeah.
I'll hold back for the next one. Okay.
But I had it from the first sentence.
Good. So now go "Sing It Like a Hummingbird," the greatest anthem ever heard.
That's Heroes with Mons.
Yeah, well done. 3 out of 3. 2 more. "Forever we sail into infinity. We're higher. We're reaching for divinity."
Euphoria.
Yeah, I'm making these too easy, aren't I? Final one. "Feels like I'm stuck here in time while I've been trying to forget you."
That's harder.
We'll go again. So "It feels like I'm stuck
Yeah.
here in time while I've been trying to forget you." And then brackets, forget you.
No.
If I said picture like red strobe lights at the back, leather jacket.
It's Dance You Off.
Yes, Dance You Off, Benjamin Ingrosso. Well done.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 out of 5, that's pretty good going. Thank you so much. It's been absolutely lovely to talk to you.
Thank you.
Really excited to hear the song, and yeah, I mean, it sounds really quite exciting and big. Like, I'm looking forward to like a big stadium pop track.
That's
So
what
yeah,
you get.
perfect. Well, fingers
Yeah.
crossed. That yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll be seeing you at Eurovision as well.
Hopefully, yes.
Perfect. Well, I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for chatting.
Thank you so much. Have a
Okay,
nice day.
you too. Bye.
Bye.